So hey there, viewers. I thought I'd make a video on what replaced the Tacoma, and it's this Rav4 Hybrid XSE with the technology package. I think the technology package comes with like the memory seats, the automatic wipers, the digital cluster, bigger infotainment screen. I think 360 camera, all the safety stuff that my wife needs to be driving. uh, But anyways, I thought I'd give you my opinion and also my wife's opinion on or what she thinks about the Rav4 Hybrid. I might be comparing it to the CRV Hybrid because I work at Honda and I've driven the CRV Hybrid. There are some things with the CRV Hybrid that does better than the Rav4 Hybrid, in my opinion. Just two comparisons, but in terms of looks, I can agree, and my wife can agree, that the Rav4 Hybrid looks better exterior-wise than the CRV. Interior-wise, the CRV, I think the interior is a lot nicer than the CRV, in my opinion. But other people have their own opinions. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. If you have a CRV Hybrid, let me know. If you have a Rav4 Hybrid and how you guys like your Rav4 Hybrids, let me know down in the comments. But let me take you guys outside and show you the exterior, because this is definitely a good looking car on the outside. Still got a bunch of junk here in the garage. Don't know when that's going to be gone, but let's see if I can get this in the shot with my camera. So that's how it looks like, but definitely looks good. I have to say, the black roof, the white, and then the black trims or black accents or whatever you want to call it. There's the front of the car. Front looks good. And then here's the back. Looks, I like how the rear end looks. I think the other thing with the technology package is that you have keyless access on the rear doors, not just the fronts. So like I can lock it here, right? And I can just grab the car door handle and it unlocks that way, right? Like on my 4Runner TRD Pro, it only has the keyless access on the front door handles, not even the rear. So, and the 4Runner cost a lot more than this. I think the 4Runner was 70,000 Canadian. This thing, 48,000 Canadian, 48 and some change. So, and my 4Runner didn't even get the keyless access door handles on the rear. So, yeah, this Rav4 XSC technology package is, I think, cheaper than the CRV Hybrid, and it's just below the top model of the Limited. And the Limited, this thing almost has everything that the Limited had. So I guess it's good. You get what you pay for, like your bang for your buck, I guess. So that's the exterior. Let me show you the interior. Leather seats, right? I feel like the leather seats in the CRV is nicer than the Rav4. And comfort wise, I think these are pretty comfortable. These have really good bolstering, right? Like it hugs you when you're sitting on there. On the CRV, the seats, they feel like cardboard when you're sitting on the on the cushion. That's how it felt like. Maybe because I don't have an ass, I don't know. But the seats are comfortable. These are soft. The CRV, they're kind of hard, and it doesn't work well with my hard ass. So yeah, interior, like I don't know. The interior on the Rav4 looks pretty nah. I don't know the word, but all I can say is nah. But the Rav4, I think the interior dash and everything is a lot nicer. Buttons on the Rav4 is easily laid out. Like you can access everything. There's not much going on here. I just hate those cars where they have tons of buttons for everything, and you're just basically just having to find what you need to press. You know what I mean? But yeah. So that's my opinion on the interior. It's simple, not fancy or anything, not as nice as the CRV Hybrid, but it's okay. So one thing about the Rav4, what it has that the CRV doesn't, is Oh yeah, it can do that too, and it also has power tailgates, which CRV has it too. But what the Rav4 has in the back here is you also got plenty of space, which the CRV does also. But the Rav4 has a spare tire under here, and you got some storage space underneath. Where the CRV Hybrid, you can't even lift. You can. It's just clipped in. They don't allow you to lift the cover. But what's in the back is the hybrid battery takes up the entire space of where the spare tire is supposed to be. So there's no spare tire in the CRV, and you get like a little inflatable kit on the driver's side panel. Yeah, that's one good thing about the Rav4 that the CRV doesn't have. It has a spare tire and extra space for storage, where the hybrid battery in the CRV is basically in where the spare tire, and you don't get that. You can't access that space. You literally have to unclip these plastics to lift the floorboard on the back there. So that's one good thing about the Rav4 that the CRV lacks in. And I could just do that, but the tailgate's pretty slow on this, as you can tell. Yeah, pretty slow. Leather seats. One thing about the CRV, the door opens a lot wider than the Rav4, which is nice if you have kids and you're loading kids in and out. But maybe show you what's underneath the hood. No gas struts, so you got the little rod there. CRV Hybrid has gas struts to support the hood. Takes 0W16. This thing's got direct and port injection. So you got the direct injectors underneath. You can see down underneath the intake manifold. And then you got the port injectors up here. So, you know, no carbon buildup. Which on the CRV hybrids, it's only direct injectors, and they sit in the back. You've probably seen my video of me. I didn't really put it up, but I'm worried that, you know, just in case something happens, and you know, I get called out on it on a brand new CRV hybrids. They come in at like 4,000, 5,000. They are getting a check engine light for like transmission code, but it has nothing to do with the transmission, and it's because of the injectors, which is kind of weird. So it's a known thing now. Also, the throttle body gets corroded and everything back there. We're replacing throttle bodies on the CRV hybrids, which, you know, I guess you're probably saying that, hey, this is probably why you're buying a Rav4 and you don't want to buy a CRV, which, I guess I'm pretty biased on, you know, buying the things that I work on, because I don't want to work on the same cars. But anyways, hopefully this thing has, you know, no issues. Reason why I buy a hybrid, but, you know, from the internet, I've been seeing, you know, the little coolant valve that fails, the high voltage cable in the back for the rear motor or something, but not a lot of things. So we'll see. If anything comes up, I'll let you guys know if I had any issues for this Rav4. I saw a bug there. This Rav4 hybrid. There it is. Okay, so I guess the next point I would have to bring up is the infotainment system. It's pretty glitchy, especially if you're using the built-in navigation system, like the maps. I think it's Google based, but I'll show you a video. I got my wife to record it while it was happening. It happens quite often too, especially when you start it up in the morning and then you go to drive. The map just stays black or blank. It's just the map part of it. You'll see the rest of the audio screen there, but the maps itself is just, it's like lagging, or I don't know what's going on. That's what it's doing. The other thing is with the audio unit is it's kind of like, I'll be listening to something and then it just cuts out. It just like stops, or it switches to something. And then I had a couple times where it changes its volume by itself. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe they'll have a software update eventually. I don't know. I gotta wait on that. See, because I think it's over the air updates, but I have to check that out and see what's going on. But yeah, anyways, driving impressions. Again, I'm going to be comparing it with the CRV. I like the I like how the CRV drives better than the Rav4, and the reason is that is a reason for that is acceleration. The CRV has a bigger electric motor. It works more like an EV, and then the engine, what it does is it just generates electricity. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't drive the car physically above until above, I don't know, for I think 90 kilometers an hour or something when it really needs it. But other than that, all it does is the CRV will basically generate electricity for the big electric motor for it to drive. So it works more like an EV. This thing, when you're accelerating, it's weak. I don't know. That's my word for it. It's weak compared to the CRV. Like I have to really get on the gas to get this thing to go. But with the CRV hybrid, you just get on the gas. There's a lot of torque because it's of that electric motor, and it just accelerates. That's my one gripe over the Rav4 compared to the CRV. The other thing is how the engine kicks on and kicks off. You'll notice this when you're on the highway and you're set your cruise control, and it's doing its thing. Like when it's slowing down, it accelerates, and then the engine kicks on. Some of you might want to chime in here in the comments and let me know, because when that engine kicks on, the whole car lurches forward when the engine kicks on, which is, I don't know, I guess it's normal for it. Like all the people, like all those guys reviewing the RAV4, they're like, oh yeah, it's seamless. But my opinion, what's seamless compared to this RAV4 is a CRV, because all the thing is, it's not driving the wheels, it's just a generator. It kicks on, you hardly feel it kick on. But for the RAV4, and you're driving down the highway and the engine kicks on, you literally feel it lurch forward when the engine kicks on while the car is moving. When the engine kicks on, that's my other what other thing I've noticed about driving this RAV4. So yeah, other than like how the engine kicks on and off and what I'm feeling, the other thing is the sound deadening in this thing. There's a lot of road noise, and my wife also complains about this. Like it's a lot noisier in here, especially when you're on the highway. And it's also pretty, like, I don't know how she explains it, but she says it's like the car kind of wobbles back and forth when you're especially when you're on the highway. It doesn't, she said it doesn't feel very planted or kind of floaty. That's what she says. But sound deadening in here, I have to agree with her. It's you can hear a lot of road noise. But compared to the CRV, I think the CRV is a lot quieter interior wise. Not as much road noise. Even the 4Runner, the 4Runner is quiet. She even says the 4Runner is quieter than than this Rav4 hybrid. So yeah, in case you're getting one of these and you're wondering what the noise is like while driving in here, it's pretty loud. But yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it. That's my opinion and what I've heard from the wife. And in case you're all wondering, why didn't I get a CRV hybrid? I asked her if she wanted one, because they're readily available at my dealership. I don't get any staff discount because they don't give any staff discount. She already waited almost 2 years, so I was like, why don't I just wait a little bit more to get the RAV4? So we end up getting the RAV4. Anyways, I work at Honda, so we're already doing a bunch of repairs on the CRV, especially with the recalls and stuff. Funny enough, my Tacoma 4Runner never had a recall on it. I know the Tacoma had the rear axle recall or something like that for the welds or something, but it didn't affect my Tacoma, so I never got the recall. I think it affected up to 2020. Mine's a 21. But yeah, and if you're wondering how much I got for trade-in value for my Tacoma, I got $42,000 Canadian for my TRD off-road premium for trade-in value. And if you're wondering how much I bought the Tacoma for, it was $47,000. That was because, well, MSRP was just 48 and some change, I think. This is before taxes, because taxes are different everywhere else. So what I paid for just for the car without taxes, 47 and some change. Also because I got it from my old dealership, they gave me $1,000 off, so it made it 47,000 instead of 48. Also, they did not charge me documentation fees or whatever the fees they gave me, just the truck itself, and that's what I paid for my Tacoma. But I also got I paid for the winter tires and rims. Also got a discount on those, which the winter tires I got from the Toyota dealership was cheaper than I would have gotten at my Honda dealership. Let's just say that. The rims weren't cheap because I got the same rims that originally came on this car, so the gloss black wheels. They originally are like $600 each. I got them for 400 and some change each for all 4 rims. So yeah, threw that in, and then yeah. So that's the Rav4 Hybrid, I guess. So let me know down in the comments if you guys have a Rav4 Hybrid, or if you have a CRV Hybrid, and if you like your CRV or if you like your Rav4. Let me know any kind of issues, stuff like that with your CRV. Probably I already probably know what kind of issues you have with the CRVs, but I don't really hear much about the Rav4 Hybrid. So let me know down in the comments if you have any issues with it. Other than the most common ones is like that, coolant valve, and they call it the cable gate back there. I don't know. But yeah. So anyways, I thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you next time.